The reason we're here is because we're investigating a call that we had. The allegations are that you have a son and that he's deceased and he's here in this house. Do you have a son named Zion?
No, I don't.
We're trying to figure out where your kid is.
Officers have just arrived at the home of 38-year-old Sushi Staples. Sushi's son, Zion, mysteriously disappeared 7 months ago, never to be seen again. But as they make their way closer to this trash can, they will discover exactly what has happened to him.
I'm scared to death because I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, there's a body in the house.
Okay.
Because hidden inside here is Zion, and this encounter will now be the start of one of the most twisted case files we have ever shown.
We need to know the truth here. It's done, it's over. We're in the middle of this now. We need to get this figured out. Stop lying. It's over.
In Rock Island, Illinois, 38-year-old Sushi Staples was living with her children. Life was not easy for her, as her ex-husband was out of her life and her last ex-boyfriend would only sporadically visit. That meant she was the children's primary caregiver. On July 25th, 2023, the local police department received a deeply concerning call from someone who requested a welfare check on her son Zion Staples. According to the anonymous tipster, something horrendous had happened to him. Zion allegedly acquired a handgun belonging to his mother and accidentally shot himself. And what really made this call even more disturbing was the fact that this did not happen recently. It supposedly happened in December of 2022, more than 7 months ago. A group of officers made their way to Sushi's home and made contact with the mother, but how is she going to react to this alarming report made about her own son?
Hi.
Are you Miss Staples?
Yes, how can I help you?
So we got kind of a weird phone call. Do you know Latricia?
No.
No.
I don't know anybody out here.
Some lady called DCFS. And,
What?
And kind of made some claims that you had that actually themselves.
Absolutely not.
No, it sounds crazy to me too. That's what.
I am so sorry about this. My ex-husband, his new girlfriend, this broad is off the chain. I have went down to Rock Island and filed a police report on her.
Okay.
I have went and put a restraining order on her.
What's her name?
Her name is Tony. This girl is never in it. She has so many different Facebook pages she stalks me from. She has made up different names, called me from different numbers. I have changed my number, tried to do everything I can.
Right.
Unfortunately, I can never seem to get them served because they're always bouncing around in the Chicago area.
Oh, okay. They're not even down here.
They're not even out here. And it's been a constant...
Have we been here before?
No, you've never come to my house for anything. I've been here for 7 years and never had a problem in Rock Island.
Yeah, I didn't know who you were.
I work at Genesis Hospital. I'm a patient care tech. I'm a student at Eastern Iowa Community College. Okay. I have a business in Davenport. This girl has made threats towards me on Facebook, posting her gun up, saying that she's gonna come to my addy. It's just never ending.
Right.
Sushi claims that she is fully aware of the harassment going on, and shifts the blame onto her ex-husband's girlfriend. The problem is that the police cannot verify whether there is any weight to this claim, or if she is lying. Right now, their priority is to search the home, specifically the basement where Zion's body is said to have been hidden. Not wanting to beat around the bush and waste time, the officers bluntly tell Sushi of the worrying report made. The investigation currently hinges on whether or not she is willing to let them in for a search.
So they made some allegation that you had a son and he shot himself.
Sir,
and he's in your basement.
Come on now. You think... Look where I live.
No, I get it. Just so I can check the box off, can I look in your basement real quick and I'll get out of here?
No, you need a search warrant to do that. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not about to have my rights violated because someone makes Uranus allegations like this.
I know. Like I said, it sounded crazy to me too. I'm just up here seeing if, we have to investigate it, no matter how crazy it sounds.
If you want to do that, I would suggest you go through the proper protocols. I'm not about to let some crazy woman who has my husband make Uranus accusations like this and have my rights violated.
I get it. That is not okay.
I have 4 girls in here.
That's what I'm just asking.
4 children.
I'm not trying to blame anything on you. I'm not saying this is true. I was just asking. Okay.
This is nuts.
That's all it is. Okay.
I have 4 children.
Her
here.
ex-husband's new girlfriend's been causing her
And
issues. She thinks that's who it is.
ongoing. She's been harassing
number
my
provided
job, harassing my place
isn't
of
connected to
business,
anything.
harassing my children. I'm sick of it.
Okay.
I've tried to get a restraining order against her, tried to get one against him. It's never ending. I cannot have any peace where I live.
And you guys only have girls?
Yes.
Okay.
I have 4. Do you want to see them?
No. They said it was a son. I was just curious if
Sir.
that's even true.
It's not.
Okay.
It's a never ending story with these two.
I get, like I said, I'm not trying to bother you or anything, but we get a call, no matter how crazy it sounds, we still got to come up and see if there's any truth.
And this is crazy.
It is.
This is very crazy.
Okay.
I have been living here for 6 years. My neighbors have never had a complaint. Don't you think if my neighbors would have heard something like that, they would have made a call or said something to somebody?
I would believe so, yeah.
Just think about it. It don't make no kind of sense. This girl is psycho.
Okay.
She's harassed my job.
Do you know her phone number by chance?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know her phone number.
Okay. All right. Well, sorry to bother you. Okay. It's like I said, we get a call. We got to show up.
They got to the point now where they don't have my phone number, so they emailing me. Okay. I have spam emails here from these people. I'm gonna go down here. The last one I got was. Let me see.
Is it have a name on it?
Yes, it has his name on it. I have to go here. This is the last one I have. And this gotten to the point where they're emailing me because they don't have a contact phone number on me.
Right.
This is how bad the got.
Okay.
But until I can get Rock Island to Cook County to serve them and actually find the address on them,
Right.
that's going to be a problem. So they keep having me come back to court until I can get an address on them.
I'll add some notes just in the call that I was here and that it's thing, so we don't have to keep coming up here and.
Thank you.
All right, sorry to bug you. I just like I said, we got to call, even if it sounds crazy. We got to come see what's going on.
This lady, I don't even know what to say about her. It's never ending.
All right.
Sushi appears to be dismissive of these claims, once again insisting that all of this is some sort of elaborate hoax, and has told the officers to get a search warrant. While this does delay the investigation slightly, the officers are able to acquire one the next day, in the evening of July 26th. With the warrant in hand, Sushi cannot stop the officers from conducting their search for the missing Zion. While searching the basement is going to be their main priority, there is every possibility that he may be somewhere else in the home, so the officers will need time to look around without interruption. So the cops set up a plan. One group will search outside and inside the home for Zion, while another sits her down and interviews her about what is really going on here. At around 6 p.m. the next day, law enforcement knocks on Sushi's door a second time, preparing themselves for whatever horrifying discoveries they may stumble across.
She looked out the window. Hello,
Yes.
Sushi? Can you come out?
What's going on?
Well, just step on out. I'll explain everything.
Wait a minute, my kids are here.
Okay, I understand that, but we have a search warrant for the
We're asking you for
house.
your cooperation to be up front with us.
Okay, hold on.
So step on out.
No, step
What
out.
part of the house do you all have a search warrant for?
The whole house.
The whole
entire
house.
You need to step out. Step out.
Okay, I'm gonna
Well,
open the door.
Okay.
Open the door.
We'll all walk in casually. We're not going to tear up your house or anything.
Just
So,
calm down. My
Sure.
kids are in here.
Okay.
Please.
How many?
4.
And where at in the house?
They're upstairs. I just made them go upstairs. I don't want to scare my kids. Can we just calm
These
down?
officers are gonna walk in there with you. Then I got a copy of the warrant out here for you, hon.
Can I see the warrant, please? And I can call my
Once we get
lawyer.
everything secured here.
Can I see the warrant before we walk any further?
We're
Just-
I'm
we're
calm.
we have a valid search warrant. So,
I understand, but you haven't let me see it yet, and you're walking through my
we're in
house.
it's right here. You don't run how we
Yeah,
do.
you don't. You're not in control of this.
Okay, I'm trying to see. You all?
So, I need your phone too.
My phone. That's not my phone.
Well, it's phone taking.
Hold on to that. So,
Okay.
which rooms are your kids in?
Obviously not.
They're
cooperative.
upstairs. I am very cooperative. I'm not fighting
You're fine.
anybody.
You're fine. You're
I'm
fine.
just Look, I'm
Tina?
scared.
Sushi is apprehensive of the police entering her home. This is understandable, but that is not going to stop them from getting to the bottom of this bizarre report about Zion. As a group of officers conduct a search in the basement, another group sits her down and gets to talking about Zion. Her response, however, is not what the officers are expecting. But before that, if you love watching criminals like her realize they aren't winning an Oscar, subscribe. It's literally all we do here.
Do you know why we're here?
No, I don't. I don't know why you're here.
Okay.
And I'm really scared because my kids are upstairs and I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
I just
Okay.
Can I call my family to tell them to somebody to come?
You're not under arrest or
under
anything
arrest.
like that, okay? That's
Okay.
that's why I'm sitting here talking to
You're
you,
not.
okay?
Okay, I'm scared to death because I don't know what's going on.
And so the reason we're here, okay, is because we're investigating a call that we had, okay? The officers came out and talked to you last night, correct?
Yes.
Okay. We have to handle that real seriously, okay? Because the allegations are that you have a son and that he's deceased and he's here in this house. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. Do you have a son named Zion?
No, I don't.
You've never had a son named Zion.
No.
Are you claiming benefits for a kid named Zion?
No. I haven't gotten any benefits for anyone. I just recently went through a situation where a young lady stole my identity and she falsely filed my taxes and my informations and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been working with the FBI. I've been working with the IRS. There's been a lot of things popping up, and
And who do you think's making these allegations?
it's this girl. She's been stalking me. I have evidence of all of that stuff.
What's her name?
Her name has several social medias. She has several names. Antagonizing. She said, I finally got this whole Addie. She put this on Facebook and posted a gun and said that they were on their way to my residence. I have been trying to get away from them. I fled his abuse.
What if I told you that it's not from them?
That girl make up many names. I'm telling you, she's persistent. This is some shit like out of a Lifetime movie. She makes up so many names, has so many pages, so many aliases, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So if she said that wasn't her, if she gave you another name, it's her. I don't have enemies, okay? I've never had a problem here in Rock Island. Ever.
Okay. Did you grow up in the system?
I did.
Okay.
Surprisingly, Sushi is insistent that she never had someone named Zion. Even when presented with evidence that contradicts her statement, she tries to shift the blame over to someone who allegedly committed tax fraud against her wishes, all while blaming the supposed harasser. The search in the basement yields no results. If Zion had been hidden here, then it is entirely possible he may have been moved. Where he might be exactly is not known. The officers remain unconvinced by Sushi's insistence that Zion does not exist. What they need is more evidence to expose her, otherwise her continued denials are slowing the investigation down, and if that happens, cops may struggle to determine what happened to him. As the questioning continues, other officers continue searching inside, this time for anything that may have Zion's name on it.
But this is what's going to happen here. We're going to end up going on a manhunt looking for some Zion. Because now we got this allegation.
Because in our eyes, this kid exists.
Yeah, 100%. And if a kid doesn't exist, the kid doesn't exist. If it's a family member's kid that you're claiming to get a little extra cash, hey, I ain't going to hold that against you. I understand that. It's reasoning how people survive. It's tough. You got 4 here. I mean, you get a bigger tax return at the end.
I have 4 children here that I don't get no help with, okay?
But that's what they're saying. Is somebody else claiming your kids on so they can claim 9 kids? And get aid and come here is because the public health is telling us that the aid is under this address, under these kids' names, right?
Yep.
And that there's funds coming in from it. And that's public health. If there's a kid that we can go I don't care if it's here, in Indiana, Chicago, whatever, we can send somebody and say, yep, I am Zion Staples and this
Anybody
is
can do that.
And then another officer. Let me finish. No. Let me finish here. Okay? If you are claiming people back and forth amongst family members to get bigger returns. Our biggest concern is that we can have somebody with law enforcement say, this is Zion, this is what's going on, and he is fine. Because right now, we have a person that exists, but we can't lay eyes on him, and it's a child.
Luckily for them, they find a birth certificate bearing the name Zion Staples. This is just the evidence they need to contradict her statements. With this in hand, is she finally going to cooperate and tell the truth?
Birth certificate?
What is that?
Birth certificate.
For Zion Staples.
Zion Staples.
That's not mine.
Sushi Staples. It's found in your room.
We need to get this figured out. Stop
lying.
It's over.
Where's that kid? You need to come clean because we're not going anywhere. This is just, you're just going to dig yourself a bigger grave now. I asked you if there's anything with Zion's name in this house. You said no. So let's start all over, okay? Who is Zion?
Because we're starting with something that we're being told really terrible, and then we're talking about down here with maybe fraud. We don't know. But somewhere along here, we need to get the full thing here and understand what this is. So what is the part of this that this really is? Because you know what they told you last night, and that's something horrible.
That's
but then there's
horrible.
And then we're talking about, are you getting benefits from a child that doesn't exist but have all this stuff for? We need to know the truth here. It's done. It's over. We're in the middle of this now. We have evidence to show this now.
So let's start over. Who is Zion? Is he your son? I mean, the cat's out of the bag now. I need to know.
Can I just get my kids somewhere safe, please?
We need to. Here's the thing, hon.
I will go with you where you want to go. Just let me call my family. That's it.
We need to
Come get my kids. That's it.
We need to open up and talk about this.
Oh.
And I know this might be the toughest thing you've ever done, but we have to figure this out now. This is as serious gets, and we need to understand what's going on here. We're too far in now. Okay? Let's take a moment here. Let's relax, but we've got to get this discussed and get it out in the open.
I can see this is eating you up. This is eating you up inside, okay?
Oh my God.
Who is Zion?
What you need to ask yourself is, the person that made this call, hypothetically, if they knew that something supposedly happened and waited to report something like that, what would that make them? What would that make them?
A witness.
An accessory after the fact? Because what? They came to you with this allegation and decided they wanted to use it when they got upset?
We're not blaming anybody else, okay?
We need to know what happened before we start getting to that point.
Because yeah, we could work stuff out on the back end on that, but I don't know what happened.
We don't know what happened until you tell us.
The police are not interested in Sushi's attempts at sidetracking the conversation about the supposed anonymous caller. The priority is finding Zion. With a bit of pressure, Sushi breaks down in tears, but she remains uncooperative and is refusing to elaborate. If she does not confess to what really happened to Zion, then it could take weeks or months before they figure out what happened to the missing boy. The authorities do not want that to happen. Nevertheless, since Sushi is cracking under the pressure, there is an opening to plead with her emotionally to see if they can extract the truth. She can help wrap up this case, but only if they can convince her to do the right thing, as a mother.
This has been weighing on you for a little bit, and you can tell. Let's get it in the open.
You say you care about your kids, right?
I do.
Okay. Well, what happened to Zion?
Speak for him.
He was.
Speak for him.
He needs his closure and his rest, and we need to find him. Can you be strong for him and tell us what happened?
Am I gonna go to jail for fraud?
That's not our decision. You know,
Because I'm gonna take what you tell me, and I'm gonna call a state's attorney.
but the big thing is we need to know what the whole deal is. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, we just gather all the facts and present them, and then what the state's attorney decides is what the state's attorney decides. But we need to know the truth about Zion. What's the deal with that?
I needed some extra help, okay? That was it.
What do you mean by that?
I had a person that makes documents. And it was just really hard. Like,
So is Zion a real person?
you know,
Tell me about how you got these documents.
I know a person that makes the documents.
Which documents did you get?
IDs, social security cards, birth certificates, things like that. Check stubs, high school diplomas. And they made it for me to have an extra dependent on my income taxes. But I never used it. So I gave it to somebody else to use for theirs so they can get more money.
Okay, that doesn't add up though because the benefit's coming to you at this house.
Yeah, so that was the thing. I get the benefits and they file the taxes.
That's the split.
That's the split.
Yet again, this is not the answer that the police have been expecting. If she had indeed been committing fraud to collect benefits from a fictional human, then that constitutes a criminal offense in its own right. But why would she have such an emotional response to committing fraud? It's just not adding up with everything else going on here. While it is viable that she may be collecting child benefits under Zion's name long after his disappearance, this may be a separate crime in itself, or a false lead entirely, in the hopes that confessing to this will shift the investigators' attention. Whatever her intentions are, she is currently facing legal consequences. As a result, the children are removed from the home.
You've been through the system, and you're not going to be bawling and crying like that
For over some theft issue.
over a identity
That's a theft.
crap.
there's something more here, and we need to get that uncovered. And that's why we're saying, if you're not going to provide it, you know, we are going to talk to the kids too. We need to know what's going on here with this.
What? What's wrong with my? Why is he yelling?
He was talking. He was trying to get somebody else.
There's something more going on here. That's why we were here. And I can tell by your emotion that it's more than a theft issue. And we need to unravel that truth of what's going on there. Because like we said, until we can fully prove and know what's going on, we're going to search till days ends till we uncover and know where this Zion is. And you hold the key to that. And we need to get this figured out. I know you're worried about you and adverse of what comes of all, but
I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about my children.
We need to.
I can fend for myself. They can't. I'm worried about them. I'm worried about my children.
But this was one of your children too.
We're gonna look for birth certificates.
What, are they taking my kids out of here? They're taking my kids?
Hey, you told us you would talk to us.
No, I didn't tell you that.
You told us that you would tell us what was going on here.
Mommy, are you okay?
No, what's going on?
She's trying to take us.
Hang on.
What?
No.
Wait. Why are you trying to take my kids out of here?
Because we're gonna talk to them.
But you can't take.
No.
Can I call my lawyer? Do not talk to them without an attorney. Do you understand me?
Don't touch me.
None of you. Do not speak without an attorney. Do you hear me? Do you understand me? Look at me. None of you are to talk to them or answer any questions without an attorney, okay? Because now you all are railroading us.
Railroading anybody. We're trying to figure out what is
You're
going
trying
on.
to figure out what happened.
Yeah.
And I just told you. And you're taking my kids out of my home, something you said you was not going to do.
They're going to a house to be interviewed.
You're taking
He told you we
away
were going
from me.
to. We're not taking them anywhere. We're taking them to go get interviewed.
Can I call a lawyer, please?
Do you want a
Can I
lawyer?
call my family. Now I'm feeling like I'm boxed in. I can't even use my phone to call anyone.
We're seizing your phone. If you want a phone number or something out of there, we can get that for you. So if you want an attorney, we can be done with this, and we're just going to keep digging and digging and digging and digging.
And are you going to bring my kids back in the house? You came and searched my house.
Well, we're not done searching it.
Yeah, with a warrant.
You're interrogating me.
Exactly.
And you are telling me I can't call family and I can't call a lawyer. I can't call a lawyer and let them know you are here. I can't call a lawyer to come here to my house while I'm being questioned by you.
If you want an attorney right now, we can we'll just be done.
We'll be done.
All right.
But the investigation continues.
Okay.
Okay. Go and turn it off for me.
Oh, no. I'm going to jail. What am I going to jail for? What have I done?
You just admitted to fraud.
So now you're going to railroad me on fraud?
Railroad you what? We're trying to figure out where your kid is. You're saying that he doesn't exist.
My kid. So now you're trying to railroad me.
Railroad you what? You did this to yourself.
Your officer just said he didn't. I didn't get any benefits though. I didn't file any IRS returns.
You're in possession of false documentation, and you already said that you signed up and have them for financial aid.
But I didn't. That's what I told you. Someone stole my identity.
You said you did it, but
I told you I bought the documents. I told you I bought the documents. I told you I bought the documents, but they were never used for me. They were never used for me. I never used them. You don't have any proof that I used anything. That's not proof. Anybody could have done that.
Anybody? You said
yes.
You said you did
my
it.
identity was stolen. I'm working with the FBI about it.
Keep lying.
That's the truth.
Right now, the cops still have no clue as to Zion's whereabouts. Unfortunately, Sushi is sticking to her latest story that he never existed. She is placed under arrest while investigators continue examining both the suspected fraud and Zion's disappearance.
We'll cuff you in front, okay?
This is embarrassing. I can get in the car. Do you got to
We
take
have-
my dignity away and put me in custody?
We're not gonna put him behind you, okay?
My neighbors
We're gonna walk you to the car real quick, and then we'll get you out of here, okay?
My neighbors, they've been knowing me for 6 years. You see that badge over there? I work 2 jobs at Genesis.
I hear you.
I go to school out here. God, this is embarrassing.
Sushi is taken to the police station, where she allegedly requested legal counsel and refuses to speak to officers further. Despite her lack of cooperation, the police continue their search of the home. Inside the garage is where they make a gruesome discovery. The victim is later confirmed to be Zion, who had died from a single gunshot wound. Since Sushi is refusing to talk, the police turn their attention to Zion's stepfather. He claims to have known about the incident. What he tells the officer may be just what they need to close this investigation.
So you get a call from, let's start from there, all right? I get a call from the police. They say, did Zion just himself? Zion. Okay. She at work. So I'm like, did y'all talk to y'all mom? They say, yeah. She called me, I hang up from them. She called me, I'm on the road. What you do it? Walls ain't locked up. I thought I locked the door. What do you mean you thought you locked the door? So at that point, I get there. She there. I walk through the back door. I see her in the living room. She hollering, crying, going crazy. The kids hollering, going crazy. I walk past her. I go in the room. I see him. I bust down, get the crying, holler. All right. And then, so then what happens? Then I get to talk like, you ain't called the police? See, no. I just need a little bit more time with my son. He's before Christmas. He did that before Christmas. I'm still talking. You gotta call this in. You gotta report this shit to these people. See, I just need more time. So I said, okay. So we go in the living room. The kids upstairs, they still hollering, going crazy. So I'm still telling them, you're gonna have to turn this shit in. I just need more time with him. I just lost my son. I'm going through a lot. I just need my son back. I want my son back. I'm Sue. He gone. You gonna have to call this shit in. You gonna have to. You ain't got no choice. See, just give me a couple of more days. I just want to be with him a couple more days. I just lost him before Christmas. I just want to be with him for a couple of more days. So all right, cool. You can do it. I'll let her do it. So she go in there, clean his face a little bit, wipe him off. She sit down, crying still. Why, Lord, why this happened? So I sit in there with her, hold her. Then I can't leave him like this. So she went to go get a big tote, one of them with the blue top, the great ones. Like you put your Christmas, like your Christmas stuff. Okay. She go get a blanket. She go put that down. She go bring that in the room. She go get a blanket. Put that shit in there. Put a pillow in there. Pick them up, lay them down in there. So at this point, I'm like, Sue, you still finna have to turn this shit in. You feel me? Regardless of what, however it happened, you still gonna have to turn it in. See, I don't want to lose my kids. I've been going through so much, the DCFS, all this. I got the kids. I can take care of the kids. I can take care of the kids. It's gonna be a little hard because I don't know how to read and shit, and I need her to do certain shit. But I was willing to take on that position. You feel me? So she's still crying and shit. I go in the living room. I leave. I try to go find me because I can't keep looking at this shit like this. So I left. Came back. She's still in there crying. still in that crime. So later on that night, we go to sleep.
Is this the same night that you got here?
Yes. Okay. So we go to sleep. We wake up in the morning. She say, I'm gonna need you to go get me some clean stuff. So I go get the clean shit. And that's when I left. I left with the kids, told them to pack their shit, and we left.
As the stepfather here admits, Sushi was terrified that Zion shot himself, and so were the children who were present in the home at the time as well. While this was happening, he was told to take the children away for a while. But the question right now is, did he help in any way to conceal the evidence?
He have been in so much shit with these guns, and I just can't take on this shit by myself, especially with a lot of kids, them 5 kids. You feel me? So I really do need her. So I told her I would take the kids, at least. I would at least take the kids. But anything else, no. I would at least take the kids. She said, can you please take my kids? I told her yes. So I'm like, I'll take the kids, and me and the kids packed up and we left. And I had them for like 3 months. She sent me a text message like she was in court, and then she sent me the ashes. So I'm like, oh, she must have went to go get him cremated. Went to the courts. So I'm like, all right, cool.
So, was there ever a metal trash bin? She went and bought or anything else?
Yeah, she went to go get a metal trash bin.
Okay. So, that was there before you left?
Yes.
Okay.
When did she get that?
I think the same day that I was there. Same day I was there.
Did she order it?
I think she ordered it.
Buy it?
I think she ordered it.
Do you know where she got that from?
I want to say, no, that would be incriminating myself. I'm not going to do that. Only thing I can do is say that's about it, and that's all. I can't risk nothing else. I'll take it.
So, the only thing that you did there was what?
I didn't clean up something. I didn't even clean up no blood. I just let her pick up her son, and we got the fuck up out of her. When she got everything, I ain't help her. I don't want to help you. I can't help you. I don't want to touch nothing. None of that shit.
So when you was left here, Zion was in the tow.
Yeah, he's in the tow. And next time, he's in the tow. When we left, he was still in the tow when we left. But she sleep with him. When we there, she'll sleep with him out of bed if she didn't want to, you know. So,
Did you stay more than one day?
I stayed 2 days.
Okay. See, thank
Like 2 days.
Okay. Here's the thing. That's why we want you to come with it, because it's like we're getting.
I stayed like 2 days.
Because it's like I didn't clean. I stayed 1 day. I stayed 2 days.
I stayed 2 days. I stayed 2 days.
Just give it to us.
I stayed 2 days.
So was it 2 days or was it 5 days?
It was like 3 days. I would say like 2. Yeah, we left.
Okay, so listen, what was going on
She just steady crying every day. Why Lord? Just every day. And just sit right there at the bed, right there down him all night, all day.
Investigators concluded that Zion had likely gained access to one of Sushi's firearms that she had not secured away from her children. Terrified with what happened, and not wanting her children to be taken away from her custody, she hid him and only told a few people over the phone about what happened. Even then, it took an entire 7 months for Zion to be found again. In 2024, Sushi Staples pled guilty to endangering the life or health of a child. She was sentenced to 2 years in prison, followed by 6 months of mandatory supervised release. Thank you for tuning in. Nearly 85% of everyone watching isn't subscribed. Your subscription and support would mean the world to us, so we can keep bringing you more content just like this. Before you go, check out one of our craziest cases right here, or one of my newest ones right here.